UKIP want to see the Americanisation of the NHS. In other words, the breakup of the NHS, of it being free at the point of use, that people will have to pay for it. Do you?
No, it's complete nonsense. It's another Labour and trade union myth. We've seen it before, handed out on leaflets in recent by-election campaigns.
What about privatisation?
I believe that the NHS is a monolithic hangover from days gone by, and unfortunately we're becoming, or fortunately shall I say, we're becoming an older population, and quite frankly I would like to see more free markets introduced into the health service, because this is the way it has to go.
Boo hiss.
Let's face reality here. This is where it has to go. We're an ageing population.
The point I want to make is that the NHS, in my opinion, is too large, with 51% of people who work in the NHS not clinically qualified. It's the third largest employer in the world. 1 in every 16 people who work in this country work for the NHS. And even if you mention the word privatisation, you know, the Labour Party's eyes begin to swivel and they all begin to foam at the mouth. And they all shout, American system, American system. And it's nonsense. No one's talking about an American system.
Quite frankly, I would like to see more free markets introduced into the health service.
What we're saying is, you know, there should be no sacred cows in British politics. Everything should be up for discussion, because if you don't discuss things, things don't improve, and what you're doing, in effect, is you're letting down the British public.
If there are no sacred cows, you're saying you won't protect the NHS, then? They're not a sacred cow to UKIP?
I don't believe that anything should be a sacred cow in British politics. Politics is fluid, everything should be up for discussion, and that also includes the National Health Service.
You've made comments in the past that you would like to see more elements of the NHS privatised, and people are clapping what you're saying.
Actually,
I don't think most people in this audience and most people in this country do want to see the NHS privatised, because actually the reason that we're top... No, sorry, Paul, I'm going to finish. The reason that we're top of that league table in terms of healthcare and the US is at the bottom and we're not in a Breaking Bad style situation is because we have nationalised healthcare. So would you like to clarify and make clear your position on privatising the NHS?
Let me clarify my position. What I was talking about specifically is procurement. You've got the NHS in some cases paying over 30 times the cost for drugs.
Hang on,
because I thought maybe it might be a good idea to bring a private company in to try and get bang for our buck in this area.